So this is where we left off last time, right? This is where we left off when it comes down to buds, right? Basic underwater demolition. So Navy SEALs are extraordinary, to say the least. Their training is amazing, and talk about being the few, the proud. That's our motto in the Marine Corps. But man, these guys are even fewer. So this is where we left off last time. Let's go ahead and continue with it. Let's see what we can get into.
Keep pulling, keep pulling, keep going, keep going. Look at all that extra strength you had. Oh my God.
Class 234 is no different from any other BUDS class before it. For the most part, students range in age from 17 to 29 years old. Everyone is a volunteer.
Get on the bar there, Butters. You should be all rested up by now. Maybe you can get one.
Each student has his own reasons for being at BUDS.
All right, there's one.
I came here to BUDS to try to be part of the best team around. I like having my buddies that I can depend on, and I would like for them to be able to depend on me.
We'll drop on down and...
Nothing's promised here. You can only try your best.
Just want to be one of the best of the best. Wanted to see if I can measure up to one of the toughest things out there.
Yeah, and that is true. That is one of the toughest ones. Like, man, a lot of it is going to be more muscle toughness and even more mental toughness. Like, man, this is where the whole David Goggins comes from, right? The whole mental toughness first. One of our models here at Manny's Fitness Program is mind first, the body will follow, and just strive. So it is true. You got to get the mind right before anything else. If you ain't got the mind right, you're going to fail over and over and over and over and over until you get the mind right. Once you get the mind right, then you start making a lot of change. You'll be able to do more than what you expected, basically.
As dawn breaks over the exercise area, nicknamed the Grinder, the instructors see each student clearly for the first time.
Excuse me, Mr. Hawley. Get it up! Get out of here! Get up there! What's up with these officers? Get up there!
Shoemaker and Holly are officers who are drawing attention from instructors who demand that SEAL officers lead by example.
That's what they need. That's what they're asking for.
Wow, that's a trip. That they're officers already. So basically, you join the Navy, and from there you can volunteer to become a Navy SEAL. Correct me in the comment section if I'm wrong, but and so these guys, they look a little bit older. They've been already in the field, officer, right? Officer status, and now they're over here trying to become Navy SEALs. So being an officer, you're the one in charge, even above the enlisted, right? So that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Hey,
Dismount, Holly. Go get wet.
Hit the surf zone. You don't even want to put out.
We got 8 weeks to work with them, and you can scream and holler.
Get up, Brown!
I'm hoarse already, and it's not going to work. You got to let the time take care of it. And usually the same names will show up.
Hey, stud boy. Hey, who's a stud? Kreider. Get up there!
You better be a heck of a runner, Kreider, because you're lousy at this. Come on!
That's messed up. That guy's just right there, just standing there laughing. As drill instructors, no, we don't really do that. You know, we just don't stand there and laugh. We do sometimes laugh at the recruits there. Sometimes you just can't help it, but we're not gonna lose our bearing, right? We're not gonna lose our bearing. We're still gonna hold our composure. But man, sometimes it's some funny stuff. You know, it's just like it's unbelievable what some of these recruits can do.
Nice work!
If the same names keep showing up and all the instructor staff feel that, this guy's not going to cut it, then he's going to get a little extra pressure.
It's been a whole minute since your name's been yelled out too there, Shoemaker.
Up, 1, down, up, 2, down, up, 3.
Oh, come on, Shoemaker.
Lock it out.
Get on up there.
Lock it out.
Lock it out there, stud boy.
Lock it out.
All the way down, all the way up.
And that's the thing with a recruit. Especially once if you go in older, you better humble yourself, or else, man, it'll be a rude awakening as a more mature man, right? Our 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds, you know, they see us older anyway, so they right away. A lot of them do right away follow instructions. They're ready to receive instruction. But some of the older guys, like when I was a drill instructor, we had like a 30-year-old or something like that, 31-year-old, and I was in my mid-20s, right? So, and I'll be just chewing them out. I'll be just on them, you know, as a kill head, you're like on them like crazy. And you know, you kind of know their ages because you have their jacket. And some of them already know because we look younger. So, but again, humble yourself. You know, we know that they're supposed to humble themselves. They know that they better also humble themselves. It doesn't matter. Just because you're older doesn't mean you're not gonna listen to the drill instructor, right? So it can become a repetitive Black Friday, put it that way.
5, 6.
Look it out, stud boy. Get on up there. Who's that guy up front there? Hoffman.
Get up!
Get up there!
You're supposed to lead by example.
Shoemaker. Oh, you remain there, Shoemaker. Get on up there, stud boy.
Despite Shoemaker and Holly's obvious distress, Buds is not about humiliation.
Whatever you have to do.
That guy was just standing there laughing at him. Let's be honest. Come on, that's kind of a little bit humiliating. And here's one other thing. Because the camera person is there, you're not gonna see the full-blown aspect. You're not gonna see it. You're not gonna see it because a lot of times, you know, the way that to be an instructor in that type of caliber or intensity, man, you become another person. As for me, when I was a drill instructor, I will become another person. You're more animated, your attention to detail, you're like just full-blown mentality on training the civilian into a Marine. And then now it was hard because you will have to turn that off and go home for those of us that had families. So, but you do have to become a different person.
Kick, scream, fight. I don't care if you have to chew on that thing. Get up there! Get up there! You're starting to realize the kind of effort you have to give here. Thing is, it's not cutting it for you right now.
Neither is this a survivor contest where the winners manipulate their way to victory. No man can buy his way into this program. Leadership is essential to class unity. Geddes is the officer in charge for Class 234. A 3-year veteran from the fleet, he is the leader the class relies on for stability.
OIC, officer in charge. I'm just responsible for the welfare of the men out here.
That's awesome. Yeah, he's already been in for 3 years. So, man, that's amazing. He's already up there on rank as well and all that. So, these guys, they volunteer for that. That's amazing. That's awesome.
This is what I wanted to do for a long time. This is the best job there is in the Navy. Working with highly motivated individuals and people who want to be here. If you want to narrow it down, it has to be the best job there is.
8, 9, 10, 11.
After breakfast, a class muster reveals that one student is gone. Less than 3 hours into day 1, and 234 suffers its first drop-on request, or DOR. The word spreads quickly, but there is no time for questions or reaction.
Hey, what up, Butters?
When Geddes learns that a student has dropped out, he has no time to worry about it.
Talk to him about it? No.
We're moving!
With the different...
Yeah, so, yeah, they're going to be dropping like flies. Part 1, we learned that only 30% of them will end up becoming Navy SEALs. 30% only, and I compared it to the Marine Corps with our recruits, and the Marine Corps recruit depot is like 70%. So, man, yeah, be expecting that. That's super tough. But like I mentioned on part 1, just going through it, it's an amazing accomplishment. I'll see you on part 3 Like the video, share, all that good stuff, and I'll see you in the comment section. Laters.